And so welcome to the 2019 Pinellas County All-County Concert, supported by Pinellas County Schools, the Pinellas County Music Educators Association, Ruth Eckerd Hall, the City of Clearwater, and the Clearwater Arts Alliance. We are so honored to be back in this absolutely magnificent hall for another all-county concert. We are so grateful to Ruth Eckerd Hall for the incredible partnership Pinellas County Schools enjoys with Ruth Eckerd Hall and the Marsha P. Hoffman School of the Arts at Ruth Eckerd Hall. And I have pretty exciting news to share. Pinellas County Schools and Ruth Eckerd Hall have been selected to participate in the prestigious Kennedy Center Partners in Education program. That's in recognition of the strong partnership our two organizations have had for decades. Ruth Eckerd Hall generously sponsors this event so our students have the opportunity to perform in this world-class performing arts hall. We're also really grateful for the tremendous city and county support, a wonderful school board who is meeting as we speak, and an exceptional superintendent, district leaders, and outstanding music teachers, some of whom you just heard. Great music programs do not thrive without the tremendous support of all of these school leaders. What really makes music programs work is the strong and unwavering support of our city and county officials, school principals, assistant principals. It really takes a village. So I would like to ask all elected officials and district and school administrators to please stand so we can recognize your support with thunderous applause. Thank you. And of course, music education would not be thriving in Pinellas County without you, the citizens of Pinellas who have supported our schools and music education through your strong support of the referendum. We thank you so much. The Pinellas County Music Educators Association is the guiding force behind these events and has become our tradition. I'll be sharing my emceeing duties with the current president of the organization, Ms. Pamela Richardson. Ms. Richardson and I are delighted to tell you that our programs are growing and thriving so much that we've added a second band concert, which will be held next weekend at the Mahaffey Theater. But tonight, we are here to celebrate choral music making. And I'm excited to report that this year's middle and high school singers are the most accomplished we have ever seen. Our audition process was much more rigorous, and these students really rose to the challenge. I also want to tell you tonight, as we do choral music in a time when there's sometimes so much divisiveness, the great thing about music and choral music is humanity and beauty, and that's what we'll bring you tonight. And you know, last year we started an elementary spotlight segment that we continue this year. By starting with our youngest singers, you'll be able to see and hear the full range of choral music education, from elementary to middle to high school. We're honored to feature two of our very finest choirs. The Northwest Choir is under the direction of Miss Megan Alfaro. Miss Alfaro is a very accomplished music educator who's presented at state and national conferences. Additionally, she's considered a master at working with young choirs. Dr. Pineda teaches at Bay Point Elementary and has also presented widely at state and national conferences. In fact, his dissertation pertained to elementary choral singers, specifically studying gender, ethnicity, and student attitudes toward choral singing in urban elementary school choruses. This evening, you're going to hear young musicians singing with amazing maturity you won't believe, and you won't want to miss a note. So watch carefully to make sure the conductor's arms come all the way down before beginning your applause. Please welcome our elementary choral musicians, Miss Alfaro and Dr. Pineda, and their accompanist, Cindy Triffin.
Deep blue night when the wind is cool, a listening path
Thank you to our wonderful elementary musicians and their teachers. And if you like that, March 23rd, they're doing an entire elementary school all-county concert. I'm delighted to tell you that this concert is being recorded by our colleagues in the Strategic Communications Department, and there's a link to the YouTube channel in your program. As we transition to our middle school choir, let's take a look at our choral musicians, their teachers, and clinician preparing for this evening.
There are so many wonderful students in these programs that they are just itching for another opportunity to shine and work on their own individual voices. So there's a really cool collaboration aspect of this too. Almost every single middle school in Pinellas County is represented in this chorus, and they get an opportunity to meet each other and connect through the community of music. And then of course, they get to make some incredible music with each other, and that really helps not only build up their own confidence, but it builds up all of our programs.
All-county chorus is just a great experience, and I never expected to be able to be in all-county chorus. It's a really big deal, and I don't know, it's just really exciting, meeting new people, new directors, just new everything.
I really enjoy being all-county because it's a lot of hard work, but it's worth the effort.
To be a member of the all-county chorus is an honor, because I love the energy that the other musicians put into it. It's a really eye-opening experience to how music can change people's lives and stuff.
I personally believe every single student should have to take music. What it does for students, not just academically, but the entire person. We are teaching souls and how to be decent human beings, and I think that it's so important for every single child to have that opportunity and learn how to express themselves through music, and also increase their emotional intelligence through the gift of music.
If having a different director, you get a bunch of different perspectives, oh, my teacher never said that before.
They're really energetic, they give you motivation to keep on going, and it's really fun. It's really, really fun.
It's so cool to watch the students gain confidence in themselves and realize that there's a bigger picture though. 120 kids can make some beautiful music together, and it's so powerful. And I really hope that whatever they get out of this experience, they bring back to their own choirs and lift them all up.
As I promised, I will be sharing my MC duties with the Pinellas County Music Educators Association President, Pamela Richardson. Ms. Richardson is the music educator at New Heights Elementary School and one of our truly outstanding teaching partners for our Elevate Arts federal grant. Please welcome Ms. Richardson to the stage.
It is my pleasure to introduce the All-County Middle School Choir. I would like to extend my thanks and gratitude to Liza Dean, who serves as the All-County Coordinator for this group. Our clinician for this group is Mr. Chad Deloach. You can read Mr. Deloach's bio in the program, but what is not written is the fact that Mr. Deloach is considered to be one of the finest middle school choral directors in the state, if not the country. Additionally, Mr. Deloach is an accomplished accompanist, and this is Mr. Deloach's second appearance conducting our middle school chorus. We have learned even more from watching him work with our students this year. Mr. Deloach has mentored and coached many intern teachers throughout the state, and we are fortunate to have his most recent intern working here in Pinellas. In fact, our coordinator, Liza Dean, was one of his interns. He is a true master teacher. I would like to say that there is no change in the program order, but would like to mention that Kyle Hanfield from Pinellas Park Middle School will be performing tambourine on Nishkabanya and suspended cymbal on I Shall Not Live in Vain. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Deloach and the Middle School All-County Choir.
Shabanya, Tobla, Voda, Zani, Shriye. It's not often I'm speechless, but after that, I don't think there's a whole lot to say. Yeah. I would be remiss, however, if I didn't thank a couple of people. So if you'll indulge me for just a minute, I'd like to thank Gene Reynolds for inviting me back. Every time I have been to this, well, this is the second time that I've been conducting an all-county choir in this district, and I tell you, if you don't know this, your music teachers will confirm this. You have a gold mine of a music supervisor in Gene Reynolds. You really do. And it was really, really special getting an invitation from one of my former interns, Liza Dean, who was our coordinator, and she did a fantastic job of doing all the behind-the-scenes work that you would never know got done, but you'd know if it didn't get done. So a big thank you to Liza. And also, this is one of those types of events where I get to come in and get the recognition when really the credit is deserved by all the music teachers who prepared them. I just get to come in at the last minute and get to make some music, but without them doing the front end work of teaching pitches and rhythm and working with them to make sure that they're prepared, this would not happen. So make sure, students and parents, tell your music teachers thank you. They work hard. And obviously, parents, I know that you make a sacrifice as well. You, I'm sure, oftentimes feel like an Uber driver or a taxi, taking them to rehearsals, picking them late up after school because they have a rehearsal and they can't take the bus home. So parents, thank you so much for supporting your kids' desire to be involved in music education. It has obviously changed the lives of every music teacher in this room, but I know that it will also change the lives of the young people standing behind me because they're going to be better humans because of it. So parents, thank you. And finally, one of the questions I always ask the coordinator when I get an invitation to conduct an all-county choir is, be straight with me, how good is the accompanist? Because it changes the literature that I choose. And I told Mr. Cassette earlier today that I don't know that I've ever had a better accompanist for an all-county event. So thank you, Mr. Cassette. Take a bow, please. So our last piece is a traditional spiritual called Walk, Children, Walk. We hope you enjoy it.
Promise
Congratulations, Mr. Deloach and our middle school students. What a great performance. Now, I would be remiss if I did not mention that at the start of that set, Angela Wolfenden was the other two hands on the four-hand piano part on Niska Banja. So I did want to mention her name for her talented work on that. Well, on behalf of the Pinellas County Music Educators Association, I want to give a big shout out to our all-county coordinators. Our coordinators work hundreds of hours organizing rehearsals and working with parents, students, teachers, and conductors to make sure that this is a great experience for our students. Having been a coordinator myself, I know how hard that job really is. The coordinator for our women's choir is Mr. Matt Clear. And it is with my great pleasure to introduce our high school women's choir. 4 years ago, we realized that we needed an additional choral group to highlight the large number of accomplished choral musicians in Pinellas County Schools. The 2019 Women's Choir will be conducted by Mary Biddlecombe. Ms. Biddlecombe is a very well-respected choir director. In 2011, Ms. Biddlecombe conducted our all-county middle school choir, and we are thrilled to have her back in Pinellas County. It was a truly life-changing experience for many of those students. We feel so fortunate that she accepted this invitation to return to work with our all-county high school women's choir. Please welcome Miss Mary Biddlecombe and the 2019 All-County High School Women's Choir.
Little birds I need to tell you a little bit about the next piece we're going to do, Paper Crane. Sadako Sasaki was born on January 7th, 1943. She was a 2-year-old living with her family in Hiroshima when the bomb was dropped on the city. Their house was about a mile from the center of the blast. She was not hurt at the time, even though her house was destroyed. Over time, their lives returned to normal, and Sadako experienced no effects from the exposure to radiation from the bomb. However, in 1954, when she was 11 years old, tragedy struck. Sadako was diagnosed with leukemia, and the doctors gave her a year to live. In the hospital, Sadako was told of a legend that if a person were to fold 1,000 paper cranes, their wish would come true. For months, using whatever paper she could find, Sadako folded cranes. In the end, she had many more than 1,000. During her time in the hospital, her condition progressively worsened. With her family around her, Sadako died the morning of October 25th, 1955. She was 12 years old. A statue of Sadako that was placed in the Hiroshima Peace Park thanks to the fundraising effort of her former classmates. The engraving on the statue reads, "This is our cry, this is our prayer, peace for the world." Many of the cranes were donated to museums by the Sasaki family. One of them, a tiny red crane, was donated by her brother to the memorial at the World Trade Center in New York City. Haiwa is the Japanese word for peace. We talked about how important it is for every one of us to make a difference in this world, one little crane at a time. And I challenged these wonderful people up here to try to do that every single day. I hope everybody in this room will try to do the same. I just want to say a quick thank you to 4 people who have made today possible. We have Mr. Matt Clear, who has been our coordinator, one of those behind-the-scenes people that you never see, but he's been really incredible being there, exactly telling us what we need to do at all times. Lauren Brodigan, who I've known for a really long time. She was one of my husband's former students in Tallahassee. The world comes full circle, and she invited us to come back here. I hope I didn't steal his thunder, but that was just a really awesome thing to be able to come down here and do these things with former kids. They're not kids, but they're kids. They'll always be our kids. Gene Reynolds for inviting me to come back again. How cool to be able to come back again. I was trying to think of what year it was I got to conduct the middle school, but it was 2011. That's crazy. We live in Nashville now. I don't get to come back here long enough. I wish it were a little warmer, I gotta say. But it's okay. It's warmer than Chicago, so it's okay. And last but certainly not least, I need to thank Brenna Danowitz. She is incredible. She's our incredible accompanist. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The young people up on this stage today have done incredible work. They sing with their whole heart, with their whole soul. They do everything without any reservation, and I just think that is the greatest thing. I hope that they take the passion that they've shown me the last 2 days wherever they go, because the potential that these humans have on this stage is absolutely it's endless. You just can't reach the end of it, and I am just so proud that they have done this much in such a short amount of time. You should be so proud of these kids. They're really, really incredible. Thank you for having me here today.
Should old acquaintance be forgot, and old lang syne? Farewell.
thank you so much to Ms. Biddlecom and our high school all-county women's choir. What an amazing performance, such maturity, as I mentioned earlier. And thank you also to Ms. Richardson for being such a fine co-host for our program this evening. As we get ready for our last group, please let's just take a look at all of our high school students and teachers rehearsing and getting ready to present the concert.
I love it. Doing all county for 4 years, including the one I did in elementary school. I loved singing in choirs.
All County is really a combination of a bunch of the best singers in Pinellas County. We want to have an opportunity that's local for our best singers to come together and make great music and sing some challenging repertoire with world-class clinicians.
This is actually my first year doing All County, first year doing chorus actually, and so getting to make it here was just such an amazing accomplishment. And I've learned so much just in the short time. We've only had maybe 3 rehearsals at this point, and I already almost have all the music down. I've met great people. All the teachers have been amazing, and so it's just been really nice getting to step outside my comfort zone.
I hope students can walk away with a sense of really belonging on a bigger scale. We spend so much time in just our little bubbles at our schools. Sometimes we can forget that music can be made with anybody, anywhere, and this is such a great opportunity for them to realize how much bigger music is.
All County, everyone works hard and they've worked hard to be here and they want to perform their best performance, and it's satisfying to be around smart and talented people.
Music teaches so much more than just notes and rhythms. There's a sense of belonging within the greater group. Music really teaches students to be in tune, both by ear and personally with the people around them, whether that's their best friend or somebody they've never met before in this kind of a situation. But it teaches so much more, and there's nothing else like it.
I plan on majoring in choral music education, hopefully, and going on to be a teacher, because I think this is really fun, and I want to make a difference in kids' lives musically and emotionally.
Well, as you have seen in all the videos this evening, our coordinators are so important to these concerts. Lauren Brodigham has done an exceptional job coordinating our high school mixed choir and also helping with the women's choir. Now, additionally, Ms. Brodigham also serves on our Pinellas County Music Educators Association board. This year's high school all-county choir is under the distinguished direction of Dr. Tucker Biddlecom. As you can see from your program, Dr. Biddlecom is an accomplished choral music educator currently serving as the Director of Choral Activities at the Vanderbilt University's Blair School of Music. Dr. and Mrs. Biddlecom both have connections to Florida, having been accomplished choral directors in our state prior to their appointments in Nashville. In fact, as Mrs. Biddlecom mentioned, Dr. Biddlecom was the coordinator for Lauren Brodigham's high school choral director when she was in school in Tallahassee. This speaks to the power of music education and how it comes full circle. Between Dr. Biddlecom and his student, Ms. Brodigham, thousands of students are being inspired by their exemplary teaching. There are no changes in the order of the program, but I would like to point out the following information. On Polly Wolly Doodle, there will be teacher soloists. Gabe Irizarry from Largo High School, Christy King from Countryside High School, and Brandon Martell from Calvary Christian. Please welcome Dr. Biddlecom and the 2019 High School All-County Mixed Choir.
Good evening. These next two pieces we'll do together, without applause in between. And in the middle of this, between the first and the second, we're going to have three teachers come out who are going to sing some solos. Now, don't be fooled by the titles of these pieces. They're pretty substantial, and they require some pretty serious singing. Probably a little too much to be healthily done by these particular high school students. So we have wonderful educators who are also great performers. So you're going to get a chance to hear three of these teachers singing this second piece. We'll do the first one and the second one, and they'll come out. We'll do it without applause. I hope you enjoy these two folk song arrangements, Polly Wolly Doodle and Oh Dear, What Can the Matter Be?
Oh dear, what can the matter be? Dear, dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? Johnny so long at the fair. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Dear, dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? Johnny so long at the fair. He promised to buy me a beautiful fairing. I gave it a place that the girls are all wearing. He promised he'd bring me a bunch of blue ribbons to tie up my bonny brown hair. Bonny brown hair. He promised to buy me a bunch of red roses. Bonny brown hair. A garland of lilies, a basket of roses. Yes, for a bonny brown hair. He promised he'd bring me a little straw hat to set off the blue ribbons and tie up my bonny brown hair. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Dear, dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? Johnny so long at the fair. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Dear, dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? Johnny so long at the fair. Oh dear, Johnny so long at the fair. Oh dear, Johnny so long at the fair. Oh, I went down south for to see myself sing Holly Wolly Doodle all the day. I sat till the young a spunky gal sing Holly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my very fair. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see my Susiana sing Holly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, myself she am a maiden fair, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. With curly eyes and laughing hair, sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, I dressed up a sitting on a railroad track. Oh, Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, picking his teeth with a carpet tack. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. I went to bed, but it wasn't no use. Oh, Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. My feet stuck out for a chicken roost. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Very well, very well, very well, my very fair. I'm going to Louisiana for to see my Susiana sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle. Doodle. All the day.
Okay, time for a little music lesson, so hold on. Samuel Barber is dead. He couldn't be here tonight, so I'm here to talk to you about this next piece of music. This piece has an interesting title that you probably saw in your program called The Monk and His Cat. My stepmother is in the audience tonight, and she's a dear person to me, and she's a big-time cat lover. And it was an introduction to me having cats, and cats are very different than dogs. I'm kind of a dog person, have two of them, Bruno and Bernice, but I also have a cat. And his name is Finnegan, and he does crazy things. In this piece of music, It is a composer's idea of a reflection of all the crazy things that cats do. For example, the music in the piano, and you'll hear it a couple times, this represents purring, what you hear in the piano. And it sounds kind of like this soft purr. Very cool, right? Sometimes you'll hear the cat walking across the keyboard in different places. It sounds like this. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. And the last thing, sometimes the cat jumps all over the place and scares you, as my cat often does. And the time signature changes because cats are very unpredictable. So this particular piece by Samuel Barber, an American composer, called The Monk and His Cat, is unlike anything you've ever heard. I hope you enjoy it.
Fear
I just want to thank Jeannie Reynolds for having us here. It's always a pleasure to come back to Florida. If you're wondering, if you're a parent of these students and you're wondering, is my kid getting a first-class music education? They are. I'm coming from a variety of different places. I travel a lot all around the country, internationally, and the level of education that your students here are getting is at a very, very high level with caring and dedicated educators who you should be really proud of and support as best as you can. The last thing I want to say is it's particularly special for me to see a student being so successful. As a matter of fact, several students. I worked with a lot of these people at Florida State University where we all got our degrees, and it's yeah, right? And it's very, very gratifying to see them making their own way and creating something special in their world. And all we can do as educators is pay it forward because we don't get paid much. So the biggest thing that I would say from tonight is that all of this result is from the excellent work that's being done in this particular area. Thank you for having Mary and I and for putting on this wonderful festival and this lovely, lovely theater. I can't wait till it gets done.
I always think I have the luckiest job in the world, because in many subject areas, when you get to find out about the highest achievement in students, you might be reading a paper or looking at a test. And for me, I get to listen to that. I mean, that's what highest achievement is, when it just sounds effortless and they can make music. And as I said to you at the beginning of the program, that there's humanity and beauty. That's high achievement in our field. I always just feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world. So as we get ready for our finale, so you guys can start to move, it is always a tradition that we brought all of our singers back on stage for one last piece. And I want to thank you as an audience again for your patience at the beginning of the program, where we had to hold the curtain and allow some folks to get in. So I appreciate you, and I know it's a little later than you thought. And as we prepare for this final combined piece, this is really an appropriate time to thank our hardworking music teachers, our teacher coordinators, our conductors, all the parent volunteers. And as Mrs. Richardson mentioned, tonight would not have been possible without the really tremendous efforts of our component chairpersons, Liza Dean, Laura Brodigan, and Matt Clear. We also thank our elementary teachers, Ms. Megan Alfaro and Dr. Hernan Pineda. Special thanks, of course, to Barbara Frank, Michael Vetter, Lisa Lehman, and David Taglerini. We're kind of guardian angels for this event. And I want to remind you that this program is being recorded, and I will direct you to that link in the program. The wonderful music you've heard tonight is due in large part to you, our community, for your support of the referendum. Our programs would not be so strong without this vital support, and you are building the bright future for our community. And before we present our final number, I'd like to thank the true superheroes of the evening, our music educators. And I'm hoping they're backstage, because I really do have a lucky job to work with these wonderful people, because this is an all-county event, so there'll be a teacher with 1 or 2 students involved, so it's just little representation from each school. But none of it happens without the teachers. Directors, if you're out there, can you please come on stage? Come on, don't be shy. I need directors. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. You know, we celebrated our Evening of Excellence, a Teacher of the Year last night, and to me, every one of them is a Teacher of the Year. We celebrate teachers and the wonderful things they do in our classrooms. So presenting this combined finale piece has become a tradition for this program, and we've asked Ms. Biddlecom to conduct this piece, and our middle school clinician, Chad Deloche, is going to accompany them. We are honored to present A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. You may be familiar with some of the lyrics, because every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. I don't know about you, but I kind of have the greatest faith in the future with these students and the million dreams for the world that they are going to make. We'll have some soloists as we conclude our evening. Matthew Kaczynski from Osceola Middle School, David Eaton Jr. from St. Pete High School, and Mary Kelly Reimel from Tarpon High School. So please welcome all the all-county singers, Ms. Biddlecom, Chad Deloche, and A Million Dreams.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.